Hey guys, it's Fangirl, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of an update video. I actually made an announcement about this a few days ago, and even though I've been putting it off for a while because I didn't really want to do it, I figured, if I don't do it and get it out of the way, then you guys aren't really going to understand what's going on. So we're just ripping the band-aid off now, and let's just jump right into it. So let's start off with what exactly happened last month, both production-wise and regarding me as well, because this also affected the production slightly. So long story short, I accidentally got scammed a few days ago. Actually, a few weeks ago. It's been a while since that happened. And in doing so, I unknowingly gave my Discord password to said scammer in the middle of the moment because I had no idea what was going on, and I will add more details about this eventually, but right now I'm just going to give you the gist of it. And after I did that, the hacker changed my Discord email and the password as well, and I have been unable to use that account since. I've contacted Discord support. It's been a really long time since I've done that as well. They did get back to me a few days ago, so hopefully I won't have to be locked out of my main for a lot longer than I've already been locked out. Now that being said, I did make an alternate account and I was able to get back into a few servers. Unfortunately, my alternate account does not have any admin roles or any extra roles that I need to delegate the projects. An example of that would be, making announcements for the Moxxieverse, managing the servers correctly, renaming stuff, when new people join for the project, giving them roles for their jobs, adding stuff into, channels that I can't, edit now, but that only I have access to edit on my other account. And of course, writing down deadlines and other stuff. And you're probably thinking like, oh, well, you can just still write them as just as just your alt being a casual member of the server. And yeah, I can do that. But there's a very specific organization, and not everything can be in the general chat. Everything has to have a place. And it's also going to confuse people because they're gonna, look in announcements, they're gonna look in the deadline thing. They're not going to understand why the deadline hasn't changed yet. And, I have my reason, but until I get my main account back, this is the current state that I'm in. And unfortunately, it has not been helping me mentally at all. And I haven't really been able to work on stuff for a while because of it. I'm a little bit, calmer now after what happened. In the first few days, I was not doing well at all. But I'm just kind of hoping to get my account back soon. So that being said, the rest of the month was iffy, it was all I could really think about for the time being. I did get a little bit of stuff done, but it's not enough to get to where we want to be. And that leads me to my next point. So, as you all know, we did release a trailer for the Moxxieverse a few weeks ago, and it has actually blown up a bit since then, which is really great. The Moxxieverse in general has been getting overwhelming positivity since we started it, and we've just been seeing clips and stuff blowing up on Twitter and YouTube and everywhere else. It's just really great. Everyone is so supportive, and I'm also very proud of my team as well. We have been doing amazing work so far within the past few months, and I am super excited to show you guys what we have once we're out with it. Now, that being said, unfortunately, I do have a little bit of bad news regarding the release date for episode 1. So after going over some realistic expectations and also our current, amount of finished work that we have, we will not be able to release episode 1 on Christmas Eve as we originally planned. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to be, doing it next year, because I feel like that would be way too much long a wait, unless, of course, it comes to that, in which case you all will need to be patient with us, because we have been working very hard already. But I highly doubt it's going to come to that. So hopefully we'll be able to get it out either early 2024 or around the middle of that year. I kind of want it to be in like the beginning of the year, because we have been working on a lot already. So all we really need to do right now is finish up the animation and, you know, of course, edit everything together and whatnot. But after going over, you know, our current situation, we didn't believe it was a good idea to, you know, have ourselves in such a short deadline, because even though it has been, you know, even though we have gotten a good deal of work done, it's still only been a couple months since this project even started. And working with such a short deadline doesn't exactly, you know, seem like it'll work out the way we want it to. So for the sake of the crew and for the sake of, you know, me wanting this to have very good quality, but also like not overworking anybody, because we do not want to do that. That is the last thing we want to do. We will be pushing back the deadline. I do not have an official date yet, but once we do have one and we are completely confident in how much we've gotten done and that we're ready to do it, we will announce the new deadline with possibly a new trailer, maybe with, you know, color this time, and also some new clips as well. Then you guys will be able to see that episode. And then going forward in the future, we will not be releasing deadlines right away, because the next episode of the Moxxieverse, I guarantee you, is going to be a lot longer than the first one. So we'll be needing a lot more time to work on that one. Now, one more thing I want to go over is just where are we going forward with this, and you know, what else can we do regarding production. Now, we do have a good number of people working on this already, but if you didn't remember, we actually made a announcement for the need for more animators in the project. We still need a good deal of animators, because realizing now we don't actually have enough to complete all the scenes we need to, unless everyone started taking like very large scenes, but I don't think anybody really wants to do that, so it would be better if we just had more people to help out with it. So in the description of the video, there is actually a Google form you can fill out for, you know, applying to the Moxxieverse. There are a couple of other jobs available as well, like voice acting and editing and music and other stuff. I will say this now, we do not need any editors at the moment. If you did reply with an editing form a few months ago, I'll make sure to get back to you very soon. But in the moment, we don't really need any more editors. We have plenty of those. We don't need any writers. We do need a few more storyboarders for future episodes. That would be very nice. Voice acting wise, there are a lot of roles that, you know, aren't a priority at the moment. But if you are willing to audition for them, we would love to see the auditions. And then if we see you're a good fit for the role, then you will be given an email, much like everybody else, inviting you to the server. And that way we can go from there. Now, like I said before, in my current state, I am unable to give anybody roles when they enter the server. So for the time being, if you apply and you get into the server, please remind me what role you signed up for. I will also look for it as well in the forum, and I'll just write that down for next time before I get my account back, so I can give it to you then. And I guess that's it. So now one more thing I just want to say regarding this project, actually, I just want to thank each and every one of you for your immense support over the past few months. I didn't think I'd be getting to a point like this in my life, but after everything that's happened this year, it's just really nice to see. I've been making a bunch of new friends. I've been going into production points that I never thought possible in my life. I actually met Richard Horvitz twice this year as well, which is something I never would have imagined doing. And hopefully we'll have more great moments like this in the future. But for the time being, I just want to say, like, thank you to each and every one of you, both my fans, which I didn't even think I had, but apparently I do. Of course, my friends, and, you know, my partner, who I love a lot and has also helped me a lot with this project as well. And of course, I cannot forget the Moxxieverse crew. They have all been amazing. They are all super nice and super creative, and they have done so much good work for this project. Like, I'm just blown away by all the talent that's been being poured into this. I don't even know if Helluva Boss fan projects are a natural thing. I know there's a lot of audio dramas, which do technically count, but I don't think there are a lot of like animated series, so this is definitely a first. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will make another video with more updates very soon. Goodbye.
You're the melody in every song. You're the reason nothing's ever wrong. You're the first thing that I think of when I wake anew to kiss.